It's been some time that the Skoda Kushaq has been on sale in the Indian market, and the SUV has done fairly well as far as sales numbers are concerned. Also, recently it got a 5-star rating in the global NCAP crash test, making it the safest vehicle in India in this particular category. So definitely it's been, I would say, a good time for the Kushaq since its introduction. And it's also liked by many people for the kind of driving experience it offers, especially the 1.5 litre engine. But there are a lot of people who have doubts regarding the 1 litre engine. And is the 1 litre engine really capable of handling whatever you throw at it? Can it handle, say, a treacherous climb up the hill, or can it handle a drive up the hill with a full load or with more occupants? So these are the kind of doubts that people have in mind, that maybe the 1 litre engine is a tad too small to deliver power for that. Now the best way to answer that is to take the vehicle and put it through that test. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. We have the 1 litre Skoda Kushaq with us. It's got an automatic gearbox and we are driving it up to Mussoorie. And for all of you who have been to Mussoorie or know the roads here, you would know that the roads up to Mussoorie are narrow, tight, at times traffic, and at places the incline, or you can say the angle, is also quite steep. So can the Kushaq with its 1 litre engine conquer the hills and prove that small is not really a sort of a handicap anymore when it comes to modern engines? Let's find out. All right, now straight away, first impressions. Well, we have already begun our ascent towards Mussoorie and we are going through some winding roads now, up through the gradients. And when you're going up, the engine definitely does not feel underpowered by any measure. And in terms of power, well, it has the power and it puts down this power in a pretty efficient manner. What you need to be a little mindful about, or probably you need to get used to, is the fact that the 1 litre engine, especially on these conditions where you need to go up steep climbs, it does require a bit of time to get the turbo spooling. So you just need to give it that breathing space so that the turbo comes into play, and then you have this nice wave of power that you can just ride along. So that initial lag is something that you will need to get used to, but once you get used to, you know when it's gonna come or when you're gonna encounter it. So you can, of course, adjust your driving style accordingly. But once you get past that initial lag, thereon the engine offers very good power, and of course this gives you the option of also switching to controlling the gearbox manually. And you can do that using these paddle shifters, and that's exactly what I'm doing, what I have been doing for the last few minutes, because it just gives you so much better control, especially on these winding roads in the hills. It just gives you a better sense of confidence. But if you don't want to do that, still you leave it in automatic, and the gearbox does a good job. It's been paired well to the engine, so as a result of that, what you get is good drivability. The gearbox, this is not the dual clutch gearbox. The 1.5 litre gets the DSG unit, but this is a normal torque converter, but it has been calibrated very well. So while it's not as quick as the DSG, it isn't slow either, and it offers a very good balance between performance and efficiency. Well, we're about to reach our hotel soon, but just to sum up what we have experienced with the Kushaq today, well, the Kushaq clearly proves that engine displacement is no longer a handicap with modern engines. So this old saying, no replacement for displacement, well, I think that doesn't hold true anymore. this 1 litre engine is more than up to the task of even going on hill roads or going up some steep gradient. No matter what you throw at it, it will perform and keep you happy. The only thing you need to be mindful is what I said earlier, the initial lag. When you're driving this car in plains, the lag is not that pronounced because there is not much of a stress on the engine. But in the hills, you do find some bit of that lag. It's just a little more pronounced. So that's the only thing you need to be mindful about. But rest, like I said, power in terms of the way the power is delivered, the way the gearbox runs, no problem at all. Everything works cohesively and in a very efficient manner. As far as handling is concerned, I've said this earlier also, and I'll just repeat it, that the Kushaq is one of the best handling SUVs in the country in this price segment. So, well, today hasn't been any different either, and we've had some great fun pushing the Kushaq around corners. That's what the Kushaq loves to do. So, well, if you're looking forward to having a fun-filled drive, the Kushaq is definitely up for it. So that's about it. And any doubts that you had regarding the Kushaq's engine, the 1 litre engine being a little too small or underpowered to push this SUV in all conditions, including these hilly terrains, well, that's no longer a concern because we've answered that in a very elaborate manner today. So if you like this video, well, please share it and do subscribe to our channel as well. And do not forget to press that little bell icon to stay updated to our forthcoming videos.